Okay, today we're going to make an origami monster using the fortune teller method. But first, we're going to add texture to our paper by using a texture plate and a crayon. All right, you want to make sure you hold down your paper with one hand, and you're gently going to rub the peeled crown on top of the texture plate. And you're going to want to do that for both sides because when you're making origami sculpture, you tend to fold both sides of the paper. All right, I'll put my texture plate and crown back. Now we're going to get started. We are going to fold our paper in half from corner to corner, just like that. Slide my finger down. Going to open it up and shift my paper, do the same corner to corner. So at this point you should have 4 squares on your paper. The next part is really important that you do not overlap any of your lines. I'm going to take this corner and point it to the center of the paper without overlapping the creases I just made, and I'm going to repeat that step over and over, making sure not to overlap. Do you see how I have space in between? That is perfect. Now you're going to flip it over. You're going to do something similar by taking that corner to the center without overlapping the line. And again. Without overlapping. With origami, you have to pay attention to detail, that you do not overlap your folds. If you happen to overlap, it will not work. Okay, now I'm going to fold this part in half. So I will have 4 corners. And that's not perfect, but it should work. There we go. Put your thumb and pointer finger on each side. Press it together. All right, now we need to get this part to stay together. So you're going to add 1 dot of glue in between and 1 dot of glue toward the bottom. And right there, you're just going to fold those 2 together. You want to hold it for about 20 seconds or so. All right, now that it's together, I'll keep holding it. I'm going to show you my googly eyes. These are glow-in-the-dark googly eyes that have a sticker backing. So you can peel the sticker part off, and then you're going to stick it directly on your piece. And you need to make sure that you stick it either on the top or the bottom above where the mouth opens and closes. You might need some help with this part, and that's okay. It's hard for some people. You have to have fingernails. Okay. I cut these 2 pieces before we got started. I wanted to make a tongue and some teeth. To make the teeth, you need to make sure that it's wide enough to where you can fold a tab. And then you kind of measure to see where you're going to put it, and you can cut in half. So I'm just going to cut this paper in half. On the flat side is where you're going to add your line of glue. You're taking these home today, so make sure you don't put too much glue. Just a dot or a line, not too much. There's some really cool teeth, and some for the other side. Awesome. Okay, now I'm just going to add the tongue. If you want to give your tongue a little curl, you can roll it around a crayon, and it should keep the shape of the paper. Awesome. A dot of glue. and you're going to stick it inside the mouth. After this, some people add accessories. I've seen some students add ears or horns, whatever you would like to add to your little monster. And remember, it sticks better if you make a tab. Just a dot, not a lot. And that's it. Once you are done, you can make one more. So as total, you can make 2 monsters today. And please be sure to help each other if you see one of your friends struggling. You can help them with any part of the process. I hope you have a good time making these origami monsters.